I see you. Hi there. We're on. So here we're. This is a loading Friday. You're coming in right at the tail end of our warm up. So what you want to do is you find your space that you're working in. Okay, go to the back of the workspace. We're crossing over. See that? So when I cross over, I step over. I still want my feet heading forward. My knees are soft, but because I'm crossing midline and then I take a big step with my back foot up, bring my leg right up, back up to it. Some of you are like, wait a minute, how are you stepping? How are you stepping? Because we're doing crossbody work. You know what that means? That means you're trying to get your right side of your brain to talk to your left side of your brain. And for some of us, that's a real challenge. Here we go. Cross over. See that? My knees are soft. So what am I doing up here? So see, I have my weight vest on. Okay, this is about a 35-pound right now load. So when I step over, I don't want to hurt my knee. I want to help my knee warm up. So my knees are soft. Then I step up with my back leg, bring them together. Then I just step over to the middle of the room or to the middle of your space. Then you walk back, okay, to the back part of your area, and you do it all over again. So see, I'm going to go cross. My toes are forward. My knees are soft. Tummies are tight. Drop your shoulder. Bring that back leg up into a step. And then you're right in the middle of your work area. Now you're going to go toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel to the back part of your work area. Correct your postures. Okay. Some of you have already locked your knees. So I want you to do just a tiny hip hinge right here. Hip hinge. Tighten your tummy. Drop your chin. Now I'm going to step over. I'm going to keep my knees soft, but my toes are pretty straight. Take the back leg, step really up and wide. Bring that leg to meet it. Step over. So when you do this repeatedly, you start getting that, what we call smoothing effect in the cerebral cortex, because in fact, we're crossing midline. Okay, so I'm going to go like this. Check all your parameters. This is a great warm-up. It's a gentle warm-up. Step, bring your back foot all the way up, step together, then go to your middle of your workspace. Then you go toe, heel, toe, heel. So I think about this move right here when I think of some of my class people like Bonnie with Achilles issues. You want to keep working those feet, but you don't want to work them so you push it over the edge and do too much. So see, I crossed over. My toes are straight. I need to straighten myself up because some of you, the minute you cross over, the minute you come from here to here, you start leaning and you don't realize that you're doing that. So I'm pushing right here on my chest, which is what I would do to you. I would just tap you right here and I'd say, you know, soften your knees, tighten your tummy, drop your shoulders, and stay in the column. See my ear, shoulder, hip, then there's the knee. Now I'm going to step forward really big and then meet it, okay? Then step to the middle. Always, anybody coming on, whether it's YouTube channel, and some of you that are coming on, you know, there might be some people coming on with YouTube channel when this is recorded and posted. Fitness Concepts, Concepts Plus. You see my picture? I'm eating an apple. Poke on the, you know, tap on them. Picture, here we go. See how I did that? Now we're going to go just a little faster. Are you ready? You don't have to. If this is plenty for you, then you just keep going at the same pace. So instead of hesitating, I'm going to go right ahead and cross over. I'm going to step up, pretty wide, bring the feet together, step to the mid of your space. Then you go toe heel. So this is the toe heel backing up. See, I don't have to do tons of it, but just even a few steps. And by the time we're done with this, we hopefully did about 20, possibly 30 of these. And some of you might go, 30 of those? Why 30 of those? Because this is a very functional move and you have to do it in a little bit of a repetitive kind of a way. See, I'm going to step over my midline. That's when I correct myself. Instead of leaning like this, I want to push myself back, soften my knees, tighten up my tummy, step way up and wide to the side, together, step to the middle, back up. So in this one little stepping dynamic warm up, man, I am working all my joints. I am loading my frame because I'm doing this, in fact, with a weight vest on. Now, how could you get some load? Again, put a bag of beans on your shoulders. If you have a bag of 4-pound beans, it's usually in a heavy sack, okay? Step across, step up wide, step together. So you don't miss that one. Then step into the middle. Then we're going to go to the other way just a couple more times, and then we're going to get right on into our class. See this backing up? See the toe heel press with my knees soft, with my tummy in, is very valuable for people with plantar fasciitis, with Achilles tendonitis type problems. So your whole goal is to get to where you can ambulate through a range of motion like this. And you should feel little stretchings, but you shouldn't feel pain, is the point. See how I stepped over? So when I step over, I keep my knees soft. Then I step up and wide from the back leg, bring it together, okay? Reset, like tighten up, come to the middle. See that? Then I'm going to go back. And see, I'm just pulling in my little marching arms. See that? Keep your tummy tight. Here I go. Cross over. And see, when I cross over, I bring this arm back. So that sets up a nice little stretch move through the back. Then I step forward. Then I step over. And this is the last one. And then we'll get going. Because we've done enough to kind of get us breathing and getting that synovial fluid warmed up around our joints to help us move better, more smoothly. Not to discount the big benefit of this kind of a pattern, because I'm crossing midline. So when you cross midline, that's when you correct, because what do? The minute you go from here to here, many of you are leaning in like this. That puts strain. You're warming up, but that puts a little strain on your hip and your knee, okay? So when you step over, you stay upright. See that? Then you step forward, wide, bring the legs together, step to the middle. Got it? Yay. Okay, walk back, walk back, walk back. Now, I'm going to start, instead of this, which is what we normally, many times you'll just start, because this is our forward trajectory, right? We're used to just doing this. So this is a constant flexion here, and it gets tight. So you know what we're going to start with? We're going to start the opposite. So we're going to open this up. See right here? So instead of flexing it in like this, we're going to open this and we're going to pull in. So we're going to do kind of like as if you were striking a match. I think of when I see horses out in a pasture or something, and I'll see them doing this this digging in like this. That's what I want you to do. I want you to kind of drag your toe, and then when you get ready, You're leaning out, and you're leaning out from your hip, not your back. That's the big deal. I'm going to lean out. I'm going to strike the match, pull that heel to my hip. So keep yourself tight here in the tummy. I'm going to now do the other leg. So here's my weight vest. I'm going to lean, because you have to lean a little bit if you're going to get this back here. Strike the match. Keep your hands right in front of you, here or here. Bring that heel into your hip. Now, when you do that, you should feel a little stretch right here. That's a good thing. So you're going to go boom, take a breath. Here we go. Pull it. Take a breath. Shift. Pull. Take a breath. Shift. Pull. Take a breath. So you should feel this little bit of a stretch through your quads when you do that. So after you've done that now, I'm going to put my hands down here like this. I'm going to tap here to the side. Tap here to the side. See, we've done this work already in the warm-up, okay? So once I've tapped to the side, I see I can go to the side here. Punch right here. Get yourself upright. Got it? Don't lean out when you do this. So I hesitate to give this one unless I'm like with somebody and can watch them. If you tend to lean too much, then what you've got to do is either use a pole or put your hands on a chair or on a wall. So if I do this, if I'm leaning out too much, I will use my pole. So I'm going to go right here to the side. See that? I'm going to lift it. Okay? So I'm going to lift it. I'm going to take a breath. Every time I lift this leg, I don't want to excessively lean. I want to stay upright. This is the work of the back extensors and the core. And when you're holding 35 pounds in a weight vest, it gets your attention. But you don't have to have a weight vest on to benefit. Okay, I just chose to put my weight vest on this morning. If you want to hang on to a bag of beans, you're going to get some of the same weight loading. See this? So here's the deal. I did all that warming up through the joints, cross body, because when we come into the lift, my knee is soft, my hip is pushed back just a little, but then I say rib cage up. And when I come up to the side here, my heel is leading. See, I can push down on this so that I don't do that excessive leaning, what will hurt my back. I keep my toe turned down because, in fact, I want you to lift with your heel leading. See that? So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me. Take a big breath because you should be breathing deeper now, because this, at first, when you start this kind of a lift, you think, no problem. And then you get to 6, you get to 10, you get to 12. Wow, do you start feeling it through your hips, through your feet, your knee? And I'm talking about knee as in, and hip as in all that muscle around it. So it's a push, but it's a good lift. It's a good load. Okay, then I'm going to step back, okay, because I loaded this leg and I lifted the other one. So when I'm lifting on this, now I'm going to shift and I'm going to go to the other side. I'm going to be right here out to the side. I'm going to push down on my little pole, but keep myself upright. All right, how do you do that? What do you say? You act like somebody is behind you or above you, and they're digging their fingertips into your rib cage. So when I say rib cage up, that's what I mean. You're lifting that rib cage up as if somebody is digging in and lifting your rib cage. Okay, your knee is soft, your hip is pushed back, and you're really upright. Okay, get your balance and bring that heel leading up. And you want to keep that knee soft, because if you're having joint issues, if you have joints replaced, or if you're having problems with osteoporosis, osteoarthritis, you've got to do modifications. So what's your modification? See, I could do this all putting my hands on a wall. That would be a very nice modification. But you're going to do some of the same moves. You just have to be careful to keep correcting your motion. Don't lock the knee when you lift. So we tend to do that because that's kind of like just our go-to to protect. But in doing that, then we don't use the correct muscles in the move. Okay? Keep my tummy super tight. Bring that heel so that that heel is leading. And when you start getting to 10 and 12 lifts, you should feel tremendous load over on the loading knee. And this one, you feel right through here, okay? Keep the heel leading. So this is our weight loading. So I'm doing all of this with a weight vest on. Okay, so I'm getting load already that way. You could do this whole thing with an ankle weight. That would be fine. And if you're good to go and you don't really have a lot of joint issues or back issues, because in order to do this move correctly, wow, your back extensors have to really be working. Okay, now see, I got my pole, I got my weight loading. So if you don't have any weight on here, or you don't have your bag of beans, like if I had a bag of beans, I would not use my pole, and I would just hang on to my bag of beans like this, because we're going to go into high, and then we're going to go into low squats. So here's the high one, and see, I'd have my bag of beans here. That would be fine, just because I want it central. I want it central. So if you have two, you'd put one here and you'd put one here. Now, if you have weights, fine. Go ahead and put the weights on your shoulders, because this is our first squatting pattern. And then I'm going to go deep. So I'm doing like 6 of these with a bag of beans, with a weight vest, with weights. But you want it here. You want it centrally located. See that? I want it right in here, okay? Or if I have my little bar, and you see I've not taken you down low yet, all right? So a full deep squat, you're going to be employing major muscles, all right? So I don't want to just start with that. I want to kind of get into this. Especially this kind of move is big time for people that have back osteoporosis, osteoarthritis. So you want to be gentle with your motions, but this is a very, very functional move. I don't think I have to go into that. Put it this way, if you don't want to be using a bedpan, you better be good at this move, okay? And there are some travelers out there, and hopefully you'll start traveling again. But Kay will tell you that in much of the world, you don't even have a toilet. You better be able to do a squat, okay? And hang on to it. Take a breath, or it gets really ugly. Okay, don't laugh too hard. Okay, here we go. So see, I'm bringing my hands out. I'm not going very low yet. I'm going to do 2 more. High. See, I'm still pretty high. I'm checking my feet. My shoulders are down. When I go into the high squat, I push into my heels. See that? So this is a high squat. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe in, exhale out. See that? So now that was 2 more. Now we're going to go a little deeper if you can. If you can't, that's okay. Just do the move, okay? See, I didn't say do the exercise. I said just do the move and go just a little deeper. How are you going to know that? I want you to push into the heels. You're pushing your butt back. And when you're down a little bit lower, you're going to feel it through here and through here a little more. It's just going to get your attention, okay? So keep your rib cage up. I have a weight load on me. You can choose to have a weight load right here. So like pick up 2 or 1, pick up 1 weight and just hold it center in here. Like it could be 6, it could be 10, all right? And you go back into the heels and then you bring it back up. Take a big breath. My feet are shoulder width at least, okay? So push the butt back, hang on to your weight right here, push back, and so you will accomplish getting a weight load central, just like I'm doing with my weight vest, okay? I just picked up my pole because if I have a weight vest on, my hands are free, right? So I come right down there, take a big breath. I'm going lower and lower and lower, okay? But here's what I am not doing. Pay attention. I am not doing this. See, I think I'm getting lower. I'm not. I'm just putting my head down. I don't want you to do that. I want your butt down there. So that means you have to increase your bend. You have to increase pushing into the heels, and you keep your head and your shoulders in line with your hip. You don't take your head down. You take your butt down, okay? So breath, breath, breath. And here's the deal. Some of us just have poor body awareness, and we think we're doing what I'm doing, but we're not. So have somebody watch you, and in fact, make sure that you are not putting your head down instead of your butt, okay? Keep your rib cage up, and I want you to just stay with me, you guys. Just stay with me, okay? And if you are carrying a weight right now, right here, because that's what you chose to centrally load, okay? This will start getting your attention, all right? So I want to push into the heels. I want to keep my rib cage up. I want to keep my chin tucked. Do not put your head down lower than your hips. You got to get your hips down. Then you're going to go down to the bottom and you're going to start hesitating now. So we're going to go down there. We're going to hesitate. We're going to go 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. Heels, heels, heels. Push and come up. Now squeeze. Got it? Take a big breath. Here we go. Couple more. Push the butt back. Use a bar or hold your weights into you. Really push into your heels. Drop your butt lower than your head. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. And we're up. Take a breath. Don't go fast. Drop your shoulders. Woo. Here we go. Push your butt back. Go into your heels. Push into your heels. Now drop your butt just a little lower. Drop your butt just a little lower. Heels. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. And come up. How are you feeling? Got your attention yet? Should be this. Should be a screamer. Yes. Take a big breath. We're going to do 3 more of these little dilly boppers. Okay? Here we go. Push back. I guess these would be called diddly squats. Okay? So we're doing diddly squats today. Here we go. Push your butt back. All right? Keep your chin tucked. Don't take that head down. Take the butt down. Push into your heels. Push into your heels. Hold your weights right in here. Hold them, hold them, hold them. Heels. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. How many did I say? 3 more? We got 2 more. Take a big breath. hold your weights in here or put the weights down. If it's pushing you, that's good. I want to push you, but you're the one who can say when. Okay, here we go. Heels, keep your chin tucked. Go really into your heels, hold into your heels. Take your butt down just a little lower. Heels, 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 breath. 1001, 1002, 1003. Press and come back up. Take a breath. One more. Yes. Here, do this. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and. See that? This is really very good to do for recovery. We got one more. We're going to hang on now. Stay with me. So what did we do? We worked a lot of these major muscles in our warm-up. And then we got into this. I still have a central loaded weight vest on. If you don't have a weight vest, then you either have bags of beans or you're holding on to one weight right here. Okay? I got a pole because my hands are free because I have my weight vest on. So I'm going to push back, go down, go down, go down, go down, hang on, drop your chin, don't drop your head, go into your heels, breath, drop your butt just another inch. Hang out down here, hang on, heels, 1001, 1002, 1003, and come up. Yay. Walk around, walk back and forth. So I still have, in fact, my weight vest on. So these are everywhere. They're a very good thing for people who are wanting to get very serious about osteoporosis prevention. But if you have free weights, which we're going to use right now, or if you have bags of beans, put it in another bag so you don't rip it ever. This is 4 pounds. It's just a bag of beans. You can put one here and you can put one here. They're very easy to manage. You can do exactly what we just did. So see, you don't have to buy any special equipment. So the name of the game is loading, but loading with good postural lineups, all right? Simple fact is you have lots of challenges when you have joint issues. You have diagnosis of osteoporosis, osteoarthritis, bursa, all of these kind of things. Get your clearance that you can move simply and then learn to move correctly. Okay, I have my weight, my free weights, and we're going to work specific. I'm going to keep my central load here because I can. Now I'm going to go ahead and pick up some weights, and I'm going to pick up kind of a medium weight, okay? A medium weight. So we're going to really work on our arm muscles and our shoulders. I'm working on my whole frame because I have a weight vest on while I do all this, okay? You're still getting great benefit even if you don't have this on. You can achieve it by a really good backpack as well. So here we go. I'm going to do a split stance first. See this? That's a split stance. Okay? I'll turn to the side. See? Split stance. It's just a little bit wider than normal. See that? And I'm right into both of my feet. I'm not lifting a heel yet or anything like that. I'm dropping my shoulders. All right? Then I'm going to lean from the hip a little, not a lot. Do you see my front knee? My front knee is still in line with my ankle. Okay? And I'm getting a very nice stretch in my calf of the back leg. So now that I'm leaned in just a little bit, I'm going to take these weights and I'm just going to pull my elbows back. Then I'm going to bring it right down to the front of my knee. I'm going to say rib cage up because I have to keep my back extended, get my chin tucked. I'm going to go pull, come back down. I'm on all four corners of both feet. I'm not in my heel or my toe anywhere. When I bring the weights into the sides of the chest. My elbows go back. Take a big breath. So this is, for me, a medium weight that I'm wrangling. So what's a medium weight for me? Okay. 6 I consider light, or 3, because these go up by increments of 3 pounds. So I have a 9 right now. So stay on all 4 corners of your feet. Keep your knee a little soft. Pull. Bring the elbows back. Here we go. Pull. Elbows go back. Shoulders are down. Da. Breath. Watch what you do with your wrist. Some of you like to do a little cheater move. You like to kind of think, oh, I need to get the weights up, and so you curl your wrist. So we're not doing that right now. So stay on all 4 corners of your feet. This is a wide split stance. Lean. Okay? Here we go. Pull. Breath. Keep your shoulders down. Breath. 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 One more. Now, if you held this stance the whole time, you should be feeling it through your hips in a good way, a load. I can tell you I feel it because, in fact, I'm carrying 35 pounds in the weight vest. And I'm going to go to the other foot. I'm going to step out and do a split stance. So here's the things you got to know about a split stance. If you do a split stance too narrow and you just step over the back leg, you're going to have a heck of a time keeping your balance, okay? So when you do a split stance, keep it like a walking pattern. See, a walking pattern, you wouldn't normally put your heel over your toe, right? That's a tandem stance. We're just going to take a step out. So we're the same width wide here. That will help you so much to keep your balance on this move. Because in fact, we're going to stay out here for a bit. Okay? I'm on all 4 corners of my feet. My back leg is a little soft, but it can go straight. I still have my heel down. But because I'm in this kind of a move, and then I push just a little forward, whoa, you can feel it. Okay, so now I'm right here. We did this before, remember? Now we're going to turn, and we're going to come right in. We're going to stay out there, so you got to keep your stomach super tight. Drop your shoulders. Breath. So this is a medium weight. Breath. Keep your shoulders down. Why do I keep saying that? Because when you're doing this kind of a move and you're really trying to keep your balance, you tend to let your shoulders come up to your ears, and we don't want to do that right now. We're going to keep your shoulders down, and we're pulling through that bicep. Nice. The full pull right to the front of your arms. See right here. Then I'm going to go pull. So we don't sling it. We don't jerk it. We keep our shoulders down. We keep all 4 corners of our feet down. And it's going to start pushing you. Breath. 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 Keep going. We got just a few more. Breath. Yeah. Hang on. Okay. Okay, I got 3 more. Here we go. Pull. Okay, 2 more. Pull. Okay, 1 more. Come on. 1 more. Okay. Bring that back leg up. And I can tell you when I'm in that position with this 35 pounds on, I can feel it. It's pushing my legs. It's pushing my frame in a really good way because I can keep good position and really work as a weight load through my whole frame. Okay, I'm going to put these weights down. For me, this was a medium weight, 9s, and I'm actually going to go up. I'm sorry, not up. I'm going to go down into a 6-pounder. So I'm going to put these down. I'm going to dial my little dial to a 6 pound. Okay. Right like that. Take a big breath. Yes. So now I have a lighter weight. What in the world am I going to do with a lighter weight? Well, do you remember, those of you who came on early, we did a crosswalking pattern. Do you remember that? Yeah, we crossed over midline. Then we took the back leg and we brought it up. See that? And then we bring it together. Then we step to the middle. We backed up and we did it on the other side. Now we're going to be doing a compound move. In that, I'm going to use my upper body with my arms, my shoulders, etc. as I do this kind of a motion. So go ahead and practice it. So I'm going to step over. I'm going to say rib cage up. Then I'm going to step wide and up with my back leg. Then bring them together. Step into the middle. See that? Then I'm going to go back. So you've got that cross body thing going, right? Cross midline. Okay, I have light weights now, right? So I'm going to come right here, and I'm going to go right to here. I'm going to go punch and punch. I'm going to bring them down. Okay, let's do that again. Because I have some shoulder people out there. So what do I mean by shoulder people? People that have had injury to their shoulder, you've fallen, you hurt your shoulder. Let's say you just had bad posture for a long time and you have like a forward head syndrome. That affects your shoulder, okay? So here we go. Push into the heels, okay? And we're going to come up like that. Look at my elbows. I'm going to keep my elbows down. And then I'm going to push out. And then I'm going to push out. But I'm not going to go very far, okay? Because if I went very far, that would in fact strain through my shoulder. And I don't want to do that. Or my elbow. So here I go. Once I have that move down, so we're going to rotate. We're going to go punch, not fast, and then punch. Keep your elbow down. That's my little tip so that you don't hurt your shoulder. Okay, yeah, I know. Everybody says, get your elbow up. Well, that's not for us right now, okay? So here we go. We're trying to get functional and stronger without hurting, re-injuring our shoulder. That's the point. So now I'm going to go cross body. I'm going to step here. See that? I'm going to step up and wide. So there I am in a split stance again. And before I bring my foot up to my front leg, I'm going to do my little punchers. See this? I'm going to go boom, boom, and I'm going to do it again. Here we go. Up, up, punch, punch. Bring it down, and we're going to do it one more time. Here we go. Keep your shoulders down. Up, up, punch, punch. Bring them down. Now bring that back leg up to meet that leg. So we had plenty of practice on this during the warm-up. So you get extra stuff. No extra charge if you come in early to our warm-up before we start, like around 9:30, 9:33. I try to start right in there. Okay, are you ready? Here I go. Cross over, right? I'm going to bring the back leg up and wide, and I'm in a split stance, in fact. Then I'm going to bring these up, 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 push, push, down. Up, up, push, push, down. Keep your shoulders down. Tight tummy. Up, up, push, push, down. That was 3. Here we go. Bring the back leg up. Step to the middle. And back it up. Back it up. Okay? Take a big deep breath. Shoulders up to the ears and drop down. See that? How much that helps? Helps a lot. Here we go. Shoulders up. Take a breath. And drop those shoulders down. Big breath. We're going to do the whole thing on this side and this side just once more with our light weights. So light weights for me is a 6 on each hand. Lightweight for you might be 3, might be 4, might be just a little can of food, like, 10 ounces, especially if you're a shoulder person, or it might be no weights, okay? You get to choose. Here I go. Step crossed, okay? Bring the back foot up and wide, because where does that put us? It puts us in a split stance. Then we're going to bring these up, and we're going to go punch out, punch out. We're going to keep our elbows down this time. Drop your shoulders, bring it up, boom, boom, down. Drop your shoulders, take a breath, tight tummy. Here we go, here we go. Push, push, and down. Now bring the back leg up, okay? Step to the middle, back her up, back her up, back her up, back her up, okay? Keep your shoulders down, keep your tummy tight, and my chin is tucked in. So see, sometimes I don't say tuck your chin in, but I don't want you functioning out here like this. I want you functioning with your chin tucked, and I want your ear over your shoulder. That's what I'm looking at. Okie dokie. Okay, we got one side left. Here we go. Step over. Oh, whoa. Step over and then step really up and wide with the back leg. Now you're in a split stance, correct? Here we go. Bring those arms up. Keep your elbows down. Line yourself up. See, punch yourself right here. Say rib cage up and go 1, 2, bring them down. Here we go. Up, push, push, bring them down. Here we go. One more. Up, push, push, bring them down. Okay? Bring the back leg up. Yes. Step over wide. And we're ready to change things up. So I'm going to take these light weights down. I'm going to put them in my rack. Now, many of you have these. You have these channel changing weights because this is what I used at the gym. Some of you don't have them. So you just pick up light, medium, heavy for you. Okay? Now, you see what I did? I just undid my weight vest. I'm going to take it up over my head. I'm going to finish the class with a little heavier weights here. And I'm going to take this off because I've had it on me now for over 30 minutes. So I'm going to take it up and over. And yes, it gets sweaty, as Chrissy would say. I'm going to put it there. I'm going to keep nice and tight in my tummy. And I'm going to grab 12. So I'm going up a bit. It all depends on you as to what you want to pick up right now. So I have 12 here and 12 here, okay? So you get whatever's going to push you, and so the move is going to be conducive to more heavier weights, okay? So I'm going to stand right here, and we've already practiced this with lighter weights. We're going to go to a high hip hinge, not a squat. Then we're going to come up. But when we come up, we're going to, in fact, bring these weights just to here, and then we're going to go just to here. See that? See that right there? And I'm going to hang out right here. See? Tight tummy. Yeah? Keep your joints in your knee soft. Take a breath. Shoulders down. Then I'm going to bring these down. Down. I'm going to be right here. I'm going to do that high hip hinge. Not going deep yet. I'm going to come up. Then I'm going to curl these right to the front of the shoulder. And then I'm going to open. Okay. Listen up, y'all. This move, I understand. A lot of people will come here and then they'll try to heave ho over their head and all that stuff. Well, you know what? Some of us can't do that. Some of us shouldn't do that. So I'm right here. All right. Take a breath, bring them in, take them down the same way. See that? Yeah. Now I'm going to go to my 1 inch lower. We're going to go into our high squat. See that? Keep your chin tucked. Now we're going to go a little deeper into the heels. Then we're going to push, come up, drop your shoulders, pull, tight tummy. Then we're going to open into that hinge move. See that? Take a breath. We're going to hang out here for just a second. We're going to go like this and like this. So see this move right here where I'm shifting and bringing my knee up with 24 pounds right here at my shoulder? That's significant for spines, for shoulders, but it's not hurting my joints. It's really creating great positive load, but I'm not hurting my joints, okay? Now, I'm ready to come back down. I'm going to come down the same way. I'm going to bring the elbows in, and I can do one at a time if they're very heavy, or I can do them both. That's your call, okay? Tight tummy, drop your shoulders. We're going to do one more. I'm going to go a little bit lower. So we started with a high hip hinge, which is right here. Then we came up from that. Then we went a little lower, right? Now I'm going to go a little lower. We already practiced this, didn't we? Go into your heels. Go a little lower with your butt, not your head. Push into your heels really hard. Now come up. Yes. Bring those hands up and up. Once you have them in position, tighten up, drop your shoulders. Open. Right there. Take a breath. Hang out right here. And we're going to do that little knee up, knee up. So see, I'm making all the muscles in my core, which encompasses my back extensors. I'm making them take and adjust whatever they need to handle this load. See? Without pushing too hard and going up into that overhead position, which can be very problematic for people that have joint issues. Take a breath, take a breath, take a breath, take a breath. Ready? Bring them in, bring them down. Yay. Now we're going to do, stay with me. You can choose. You're either going to do 4, you're going to do 6, or you're going to do 10. Or you're going to do 4, rest for a few, and then you're going to come in and do 4 more with me. But I'm going to do 10 squats with 24 pounds right here. Okay? Are you ready? Push into the heels. Yeah, shoulders are down. You get to choose how you want to do it. Here I go. So we're going to go right here, heels, and come right up. So when you're coming up, you're pushing hard into the heels. Breath, exhale. Breath, exhale. That's 4. Breath, that's 6. Kathy would be proud of me. Here we go. That's 8. Woo. That was a 9. I'm going to do 2 more. I think 10. Okay, 1 more. I just snuck 2 more in. Sorry. Sorry. I'm a tricker. Okay, bring those weights over. I'm going to put it down. And I hope you're noticing how I'm putting these weights down. My back is extended. I'll either step out or I'll squat and put them down. The highest time of injury when people are doing weights is picking the weights up and putting them down. So if you know that, you want to be very careful in your stance when you put weights down or pick them up. Now, I've used 6, I've used 9, I've used 12 this morning. I'm going to go up to 15 now, okay? In this hand, 15 in this hand. You get to decide what weight you're going to pick up. And there's many people that come on here that I encourage you to do all the motions that I'm doing. See, I didn't call them exercise, I said motions. And really train yourself in correct movement patterns, because that's what you got to do first. Because with no weights, actually. So a very younger person, Amber, came on. Many of you know Amber. And she was standing out here where I could watch her. She didn't use any weights, but she lined herself up correctly, with her feet especially. And she was sore the next day just from working through the correct motion. So I can't stress enough. Anybody coming on, finding my YouTube channel, whatever, really learn how to move correctly before you start putting weight on. Okay, so see, I gave you a rest. Are you happy? All right, no more rest. That's enough. So here I go with my weights. So I'm going to take a wide stance. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to grab one. I'm going to grab the other one. And I'm up. So I hip hinged to get them up and back down. I just hip hinged, right? Push the butt back. Take a big deep breath. Yes. So now, with quite heavy weights hanging from my shoulders, I'm going to do, in fact, a little bit of a tandem position. So I'm going to bring my foot a little closer to the line that my back foot is making. See that? So these are heavy weights. I want to make sure my shoulders are in the right position. Then, instead of just stepping forward like this, like a regular walk, see, I'm going to come over a little bit, but I'm not going to put my heel right at my toe. I'm going to take a step out, but it's going to be more like a tandem. See? So I'm on the line. I'm on a thin diving board. Okay? So here I am. Take a big deep breath. So I'm tandem just a little bit. So I lean in. So here's these weights right here. See that? And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull back. And I'm going to stay in that tandem. Drop your shoulders right now. Here we go. Lean in. Here we go. Pull back. Yeah. So just like you're pulling back on a rein. Okay. See, if I had younger people that are joining in, some of you might not know what a rein is. Unless you're in horse country like South Lyon. Denise is probably laughing. Okay, if she's on, I haven't seen her in a while. Take a breath. See, my elbows are coming back. See that? So a rein is something you put around a horse to hold them back. Okay, so here's the deal. If you chose a tandem stance with these heavier weights, you've got to keep your elbows in, number one. You got to hold your ground, number two. How do you do that? You keep your knees soft, because it's going to rock you. You're going to go, oh, geez, I'm losing my balance. So if that's you and it's very difficult for you, then widen your stance. Don't stop. Just widen your stance. It will be less disconcerting because you're always off balance. It's frustrating. Okay, so pull. I've only got a couple more here. See, I'm finding my balance. Yeah, that's the purpose. Breath. Take a breath. I'm going to do two more. Okay, one more. This is pretty heavy. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to bring that leg back. Okay, I'm going to do the other one. Some of you are like, does she know how heavy this is and my fingers are tired? Yes. So, okay. Put your weights down. Do a little hip hinge squat. Put your weights down and do like this. See that? Yeah, do like that. Pull back. Push down. Push down. Pull back. Pull back. Shake out, shake out, shake out, shake out, shake out. Okay? We got one more to do. We get just enough time to do the one more. Okay? So this time I'm going to grab my weights, and then I'm going to do that little bit of a tandem stance. So I'm going to grab them. Okay? These are heavy. I'm going to step up. Step in just a bit. Turn my toe in just a tiny bit. Okay, drop your shoulders. Lean in, and you're gonna go pull. Breath. And we're gonna do 6 like this. Then we're gonna extend from the elbow down. Take a breath, 3 more, here we go. Pull. Yeah, you're trying to maintain posture. You're trying to maintain proprioception. All those systems are working right now. Okay, ready? You have them right here. Now all I want you to do is just straighten them back. See that? Bring them up, straighten them back. Keep your shoulders down, tight tummy, push, yes, push, yes. 2 more, hold your ground. You're gonna be rocking and rolling. That's the point of this move. Okay, bring them back up. Oh, okay, I'm gonna rack them. Watch your position. Okay. Shake out, shake out, shake out, shake out. Step back. Pull back with your fingers. Drop your shoulders. A nice stretch through your hand, your phalanges, your fingers. Do them both. Step back with the other side. Pull back. Push down gently. Pull back. Push down gently. Shake out. Take a big deep breath. Shake out, shake out, shake out. Now, you always do your fingers, but what about this thumb? Okay? So I'm going to step wide like this, which is a nice recovery step. And I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to gently fold it in to my palm. And then I'm going to just pull it out gently. Okay? Just a few times. Because your thumb's pretty important. And some of us have had some real big problems with our thumbs. Okay? Yeah, you get arthritis going and you got to keep moving. So here's the deal. I'm going to call this one osteoarthritis loading and prevention, this workout. Because I did appreciable loading. See how I'm pushing my thumb in? I'm pulling it out. My toe is turned out this way. I'm just moving my thumb around, letting it recover, get some fresh blood, fresh oxygen in there. Okay, so this one's going to be called loading for osteoarthritis, okay? Because if you will keep moving in as full a range as you can, your joints that have osteoarthritis in them, that makes you use those muscles around it. Don't think you have to do exercise. Think, I need to move my joints. And you will not lose your all your joint range if you will just go through this. And so we did loading with some of these joint ranges today. So good job. I'm going to turn off our recording, and good job for all y'all.